Hi guys, welcome back to Around the Campfire, the ultimate summer camp podcast with AmeriCamp. My name is Harry, and today I'm joined with a very special guest, one of our fantastic brand ambassadors, Karis. Hi Karis, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Good. I'm great. How's your day been so far?
Pretty good, yeah.
Nice. And you're in the AmeriCamp office. What do you think of it?
Pretty nice.
It's nice, right?
Here, yeah.
It's a nice vibe. It's just like...
I love the decorations.
Yeah, it's really cute. It's just really hot in here right now, I know.
I know.
But we're fine. We're recording a podcast, so it's all good. It's all good. So, what we're going to do, Karis, is we're just going to talk about camp, talk about everything to do with summer camp, really. Because how many times have you done it once?
I've done it once the past summer.
And you're going to do it again?
Yeah.
Oh, so exciting. So, we'll start with kind of introduce yourself. What camp did you go to? What camp are you going to? What was your role? Just give me like the lowdown of your camp, really.
So I went to Camp Arian Louise and I worked at Camp Louise. I was a drama counsellor, so like my camp, you were both a counsellor and an activity leader.
Oh, nice.
So that was really fun. And my camp also had like 2 sessions as well. So like 4 weeks was a first set of kids, and then the next 3 weeks were the next set of kids as well.
Oh, wow.
So it was so fun, because I got to do like different age groups as well.
Yeah.
Both sessions.
Cute.
So, yeah.
And what was your favourite age group then?
I loved Unit D, which was the 12-year-olds. I just thought that was so fun, because it's like an age where like they're still like kids, but they're also like so mature.
Yeah.
Like they're doing the makeup and stuff, but then they also like they need you and they rely on you and stuff. So it's so cute. She just has such a good like relationship with them.
Yeah. That's the thing that people struggle with sometimes, I think, when choosing an age group for camp. It's because I've did the youngest kids for 2 years. So mine was 7 the first year. Then this year they were 8, but then I had like my best friend, she was with like the teens who were like 14, and it's just crazy how like the different ages make a completely different story at camp. Like it's totally different. But that's good that you've experienced like quite a few ages.
Yeah, for sure. Because like I had the 14-year-olds first session, and as much as like I loved it and it was so fun, they were so independent. Yeah. So like obviously you can imagine like from going from 14-year-olds to 12-year-olds, it's crazy, because like the 14-year-olds, it was like, can I go to this place at camp? I'd be like, yeah, sure, like just go, like never thought twice about it, because like they were allowed to do that. They were allowed to get up in the morning, just go on a walk if they wanted, and didn't have to tell us. But then like the 12-year-olds, they had to like do a sign out sheet, they had to do everything. Oh my God. And I remember like the first day of camp, we had the 12-year-olds, so they got told the day before that they could like start getting up in the morning and doing their own thing, so they were so excited. I was like, they're not going to be up in the morning, like they're going to be sleeping in. Like my 14-year-old slept in till like they didn't even want to come to breakfast, you know what I mean?
Must be nice.
It was like 7 a.m. we didn't wake up till 8:15. Every single child was out on the porch just shouting, being so loud. And then me and my coach just got up and we were looking at each other like, I don't think we need to talk to them about this. It was so funny.
It's a shock. It's a shock. My kids who was 7, we would have to, what time would we get up? I think Reveille was at like 7:45, but my kids, especially the first week, and I don't think people talk about this, but the first week kids get to a camp, they're just so excited that they just don't want to sleep. So like my 7-year-old kids would get up at like 6:30 every morning for so long, and they'd just go on the porch and be loud, and I'd have to say, no, like, we can't do this, you have to sleep in, and they just wouldn't, like, they wouldn't understand, like, the concept of, we have to sleep in because we can't do anything at 6:30 a.m, and I was like, oh my God, but that's 7-year-olds for you, but...
Yeah, it's so funny. I know, like, some of my friends who had 7-year-olds as well, none of them set an alarm in the morning.
No, so the kids will wake you up.
So I think they didn't though. The kids, they were like sat in the beds like being proper good kids, like we're not allowed out of bed till like they wake us up, but like it was like 9 o'clock in the morning and they'd missed breakfast, and then like they kind of wake them up and they're like, right guys, we need to go to breakfast in our pajamas. And so,
bless them.
I know, like so cute, and 16 of them as well. And then all the other like young kids were like, why did they get to go to breakfast in their pajamas and we don't?
That's just because they're being lazy, bless them. Oh my God. So you've done your first year at camp. You've been with quite a few ages, which is nice. You obviously, I'm guessing you're going back to the same camp next year. Next year. Oh my God, it's coming like 2025 is coming around the corner. It's crazy.
So exciting.
If you can rewind to this year, because it was only a few months ago, is there like a specific memory that has like stuck out that you've thought, oh my God, I think of camp and I just think of this really good memory? Or is it anything in particular about this year that you always snap back to?
I feel like probably like the last night of camp with the kids and like the coast, everyone's like so emotional, and then like it was just so fun as well. Like what we did paper plate awards.
We did too. Oh my god, we did that,
which is, in case anyone doesn't know what that is,
newsflash, let us tell you about paper plates.
That's like kind of an award ceremony with paper plates. You kind of make it for each kid. But yeah, so we did that. We did a TikTok Riz party.
Oh my god, we did too. We had like people come into camp, like this external company. I think they're called like the Magan Boys, if anybody knows them who's listening, because apparently they're really popular in like the camp community. They came and it was a TikTok Riz party. Well, for the younger kids. The older kids had like Fiend and like
that was the vibe.
But the younger kids, it was like Timber, Fireball, the Crazy Frog. It was things like that. So I was like, oh, it's cute. But anyway, the last night of camp.
So we did. So what we kind of started with was paper plates. Like on a good note. Then we did ego sheets. Do you know what that is?
Oh no.
So that's kind of where each kid gets a sheet and it has the name on it. You pass it around to every single kid and they all write a really nice note on it.
Oh my god,
so obviously they get it back and they start like crying.
Oh no.
And then we were like, oh no, like they're too upset, like we need to put it on a good note. So we go to them, we're like, okay, everyone outside, as like we set up for the TikTok Riz party. And then they're like, what are you guys doing? And then we just say like, oh, we don't be any counsellors anymore, you can do what you want. And then like a minute later we start playing Carnival as they walk through the door, and all the kids like, because we told them we wasn't going to do it. They were begging us to do it, and we told them we wasn't, just so it could be like a surprise for them.
Love that.
But yeah, it was so fun.
Oh my god, it's funny with the last night of camp as well, because you might experience this your second year, but in my first year I was very upset and I was like emotional. I was like, I'm going to miss all the kids, I'm going to miss all the counsellors, oh my god. This year when I went, the last night of camp, I felt like I was kind of in like dad mode, and I was looking after like the new counsellors and the kids, and I wasn't very emotional because I was like making sure that everyone else was like doing okay. And then it was when I was like travelling around after camp is when like it kind of hit us, and I was like, oh my god, like I actually do miss camp now. And now that we're like, how many months are we from camp? Like August, September, October. We're like 4 months post camp now. And I still get like flashes of like nostalgia where I'm like, oh, I'm quite sad tonight. Like I'm quite sad about camp like being so far away and stuff, but definitely hits you in different like waves, doesn't it?
Because I feel like you're in such like a bubble when you're there.
100%.
So it's like you're just with the same people every day. Like I go to breakfast every day in my pajamas. Like it didn't matter like what I wore. Like I could literally wear anything I wanted to wear. I could do anything I wanted to do. I'd go hang out with my friends if I was off duty. Like it was just so fun, and like you don't realise how like nostalgic it is until like after camp and stuff. And like I remember like the first night I left and I was in like the real world. I was like what?
Just surrounded by adults and like the public, and you're like, oh my god, this is quite daunting.
Exactly. But it's crazy just how like you just in that bubble for so long,
and you get so used to it as well, which is kind of goes on to my next question, which is obviously now that you've experienced camp, you're kind of like a professional with it. You work for AC, being an ambassador as well, so you really know the program and what it's like. If you rewind before you even say you just got hired, what were like your expectations of kind of the program in general? Because social media is massive, but what were your like thoughts about the program in general?
Well, I was like obviously really nervous to go like across the world to like go to a camp I've never been to. I mean, I've been to America before, but not that part of America before. And for that length of time as well. Where was your camp? It was an hour from DC.
Oh wow,
like
nice.
It was in the middle of nowhere.
As most camps are.
So I was like obviously really nervous. I was like excited, but like I didn't feel like it felt real until I was there. Like I was kind of like, something's gonna go wrong. Like I'll get to the airport, they'll be like, no, like you've actually not got a flight booked or something. So I was actually not thinking like once I get to camp, like what's it gonna be like? Because I was like, there's no way this is actually like happening right now. And then I was there and I was like, okay, this is happening.
It doesn't feel like real world sometimes. It doesn't at all.
And I'd see everyone like post online and stuff, and like as much as like from online you get like a sense of it, like you do get your own experience from it. And it's not, everyone's experience is so unique. So like, even though like everything I see online, and it's obviously similar, but like my camp was so different to so many other camps. Like when I've met all the other brand ambassadors, it's crazy that they'll be like, oh, in my camp we did this certain thing, and I'll be like, no, like we only did this. And like, for example, like colour games at other camps is 5 days long.
Yes, my colour war was 5 days. Crazy.
But my camps was only 1.
That's crazy.
And just like things like how you did laundry, and like how days off and nights off worked and stuff. And like some people do Olympics.
Yeah, we did Olympics. So we did Olympics, which was 1 day, and then we always say colour war is like the elevated Olympics. So Olympics was 1 day, and then colour war was 5 days. And it's, for anyone who has not done colour war that's 5 days, it's the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. Like, it's so intense. But you get so into it that you just want the team to win. And I remember I posted a TikTok a few months ago or something, and it was like the reaction of our team winning colour war, and it's a full camp event, and I've never screamed so loud in my life in front of so many kids because we won like a fantasy tournament. That's what camp's like.
Because I had it twice, so like first session and then second session. Won both times.
Oh, well done. Oh my god.
So yeah, like the first time though that colour games was going on, I didn't know anything about it. My co goes to me the night before colour games. She's like, I'm a co-captain tomorrow. I'm like, I literally...
What's that?
I'm like, what even is that? She's like so excited. I'm like, is this supposed to be like some big secret?
But it's a big deal, isn't it?
Yeah, and then obviously like second session, everyone was like, who are the co-captains? Who are the captains? Who are the lieutenants? Like trying to figure it all out. But like first like session, it was actually so funny as well because one of my co's was on her day off.
Right.
And then the other one was a co-captain, so she was obviously like helping out the whole entire team. And I just remember like being the only counsellor with all my kids, and they obviously knew more about it than me. Like they knew what they were doing, and I was like, yep, okay.
Oh my god.
And we did a staff colour games actually in orientation.
Oh nice.
Oh,
we didn't do that.
We might have won in staff games. I don't know. I can't remember.
Oh my god.
I feel like we did. I don't know.
Keep the success for next year.
Yeah, exactly.
That's so exciting.
Yeah, but you do actually get so into it.
You do. It's nothing like real life. I absolutely love camp traditions because, like you said, they're just so varied, and you get so competitive. Like it's innately competitive. It's so good.
Yeah. No, you do. Like we did a staff tug of war.
We did too. Yeah. We do one that's internationals versus Americans. And the internationals have like won every year for like so many years. So I'm just gonna keep saying that.
That's so fun.
I know.
First session we lost twice. The kids were looking at us like not even speaking to us, like because they won. Our team won twice with the kids.
Right. Okay.
But then when it was the counsellors doing it, we lost twice.
Oh no.
So they were like looking at us like. Second session, the kids lost twice. We won twice.
Love that.
Yeah. But the kids lost because we didn't have any older kids on the team.
Right.
For some reason, there were no like older units. So like we were like, I don't think we've got a chance here.
So yes, get ready for colour war. Is basically what we're saying. So what we're going to go on to now is something that a lot of first-time applicants are very kind of scared of, I would say, but you're here to kind of settle the nerves. Is how did you get hired this year for the full programme from start to finish? What was your experience?
Start to finish. So I filled out my application January time. So I was like, I'm doing it this year.
A good time to apply as well.
Yeah. So I applied in January, and then I heard about the camp fairs in Manchester. That's the specific one I wanted to go to. Obviously.
Next Saturday.
Yep. And then I did my interview like literally the next day or 2 days later or something, so I just wanted to like do it straight away.
Your AmeriCamp interview.
Yeah, my AmeriCamp interview. So I wanted to go to the camp fair because I wanted to just like see everything in person and just like get to talk to kind of like the AmeriCamp people, like learn more about like what's actually gonna happen and stuff. And I'm just like the kind of person that wants to like meet people in person. You know what I mean? And like meet the directors and everything like that. So then I kind of posted something on my Snapchat story to kind of be like, oh, I've just signed up to leave the country. And then my friend like texted me, she's like, what do you mean? Like, is this budget friendly? And then I texted her, I was like, oh, like I signed up for AmeriCamp, like you should do it. And she's like, oh, I signed up for that like last week.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
And you both didn't know that you both signed up?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And then we were just obviously both messaging each other, just trying to figure it out, like what's going on, like what we're going to do and stuff. And like she was like, I want to go to the campfire, and I was like, I want to go to the campfire too.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And then like the trains weren't running and stuff, so I was like, okay, like I'll pick you up, like we'll go together. And then like we'd heard online that like the campfires can be like really, really busy.
Yeah.
So we were like, let's get there like really early. Like we started for like 8 in the morning. I think it started at 10.
Yeah. Oh well.
So we got there like so quick. We got there like 8:30. 8:20.
Nice. Eager.
And then we were like, Manchester was so empty.
Yeah.
And we kind of like walked past the place and we were like, yeah, there's no one queuing yet. So
oh my god.
we went to go get food and stuff like that. Like, got breakfast, and then we walk over to just start like queuing, like start the queue, you know. Yeah. And then all of the American directors are just kind of walking in, like with the suitcases, like just like, literally gotten off the train or the flight. Yeah. And we're just like, oh, you guys are early birds, like
oh my god.
And all of like the AmeriCamp staff was like, oh, you guys are really early and stuff.
That's a good first impression though, especially at the camp directors.
Yeah, and then obviously like the queue started to like build up. We were like first in the queue.
Fantastic.
So had the best like edge, I guess.
Yeah, and then did you both get hired together at the same camp, or was it separate camps?
So we both got hired at the same
camp. Oh my
god.
god.
So kind of what happened is we went in and we had like a few written down that we like wanted to like talk to, look at, and then they would kind of be looking for like a specific role. So like, they'd be looking for like a guitarist, and I can't play the guitar. Right. So we were like, okay. And then we actually spoke to one of the AmeriCamp like staff, and we kind of said like, hey, like we're looking for like this like general counsellor role. And then they were like, oh, you should like check out this camp here. And then we like meet with 2 returners from the UK, and they were just kind of telling us how much they love camp and how like amazing it is. And it was kind of like, the guy kind of goes to me like, okay, what are you into? And I was like, okay, like I've done like singing. He was like, okay, so you're into like musical theatre and stuff. We've got a drama role going, like you can do both at camp. And for me, before the fair as well, I wasn't 100% sure if I wanted to be an activity leader or a general counsellor. Like I was kind of like 50-50. Yeah. So I was like, this is literally perfect for me because I get to be both. Yeah. So and then I went and spoke to the director of the camp. Nice. And then separately to my friend, and then she did as well. She went for a martial arts role.
Oh my god, that's so cool. Yeah.
So then we both got an offer, and then we were both like, okay, do we go here? And I was like, I really like them, like I really want to go here, like it seems like a really good like camp and stuff. And just from speaking to like the British returners as well, because like obviously they were once in your shoes as well, just made me feel so much more like this is like the right camp for me. And then we accepted to go to the camp. God. Yeah.
Camp fair success story. Love that. Yeah. It's such a... Camp fairs are one of the best things I think that we offer for especially first time participants. Because you need to think when you're a returner, you will normally go back to the same camp. So you don't have to go through the big hiring process again. But like you said, if you want to meet like-minded people, if you want to talk to people, it's such a good way to see people who feel the exact same, really. And like you said, these camp directors know how to hire someone so well. So I always say they're like a Cupid, because they will match you exactly with the perfect role. Like you said, you wanted to do, you didn't know whether to be a general or an activity specialist, and that camp kind of merged them both, which is like absolutely perfect. So I'm so glad you got hired.
Match made in heaven. Like,
literally.
Honestly,
oh
like,
my god.
Perfect. Like when I got there, I was like, this is insane.
That is fantastic.
And they also offered in-person training in London.
Wow.
Which I really liked.
That's so good.
So I was like, we have to go. And it actually ended up being the same weekend we went to get our visas.
Oh my god.
So we went down Thursday night, got our visa Friday. Yeah. Saturday, went around London. Right. And then Saturday night, they actually paid for a hotel for us to stay in.
Oh my god.
I know.
I want to go to this camp.
I know. And then we just like hung out with like all of the like people that are going to camp for the first time. Yeah. And then we got to like speak with everyone, because I was obviously on the drama department, so I got to like meet all the people in the drama department as well. Yeah. So that was really exciting. And then the next day we just did a bunch of kind of like training. It was optional training, like if you couldn't make it was fine, but like they kind of offered it for internationals because they knew how much of like a big thing it is for you to like go out to camp and stuff. So they did it just to make you feel a little more like safe and like confident. And just for them to kind of get to know you as well, a lot better. And like I got to speak with a lot more returners that day as well, which I really liked as well. And I just really liked that experience. It was really fun.
Nice. Yeah. So obviously, because you were kind of was it a musical theatre specialist? Is that what you would class it as?
Was it a drama specialist? Drama counsellor?
So so it was kind of like a specialist and a general combined, would you say?
Yeah.
So that's good because it means you experience everything that camp has to offer, I would say. So I can imagine that you know a lot of the traditions at your camp now. Yeah. Is there a specific tradition that sticks out? Because I ask a lot of people this question and I laugh at a lot because they're so varied.
One of them that we do is like a mudslide.
Okay.
That's where like the counsellors do it too, but you just go slide through mud.
I love that. We weren't allowed to do that, you know.
Really?
Yeah, we had a massive water fight on visiting day.
Yeah.
Which is obviously where all the parents kind of come. And at the end of visiting day, because all the kids are so sad, we put on this massive water fight where we get like a fire truck in and like a hose. Yeah. And there's always a mudslide because it's just on the grass, but we're not allowed to do it. I know. I know.
Wait, that's crazy.
I know. But anyway,
that
so
night is chaos. That night is chaos. It's like
it's
like hands off me. Yeah, every single night we've had of that because after it you have to like get everyone to shower.
Yes.
Chaos. I'm like porch. A shower's like Claire, come in.
It's like shower hour on steroids. It's like every single person. Our camp ran out of towels on visiting day because everyone was just like getting like 3 each, and then it got to a point where people just did not have towels. And I was like, I'm getting my little babies towels because I was like, they're 7-year-old. I was like, the 14-year-olds can wait for towels. They're fine. I was like, I need to get these little children like ready for dinner because they're just gonna be muddy going for dinner. And I was like, we can't do that.
Wait, ours was late at night, so I was like, I need these kids to go to bed.
Oh my god, that's even worse.
I know.
Oh my god.
I know. And we had spigots around camp.
What is that?
It's like water, like kind of like a hose pipe, but like without the hose, and like that's so like we'd be like, okay, go to the spigots first, get the mud off you, and then like, okay, once you've got less mud, then you can go in the shower, and then say like all the clothes, because it was just still covered in mud, until like the end of camp they were just left on the porch, and I was like, do you want these?
My god.
They were like, I don't really want them anymore.
Yeah,
like, so that was so funny, like brought us down on inspection a lot because we had mud just all over the porch.
Oh my god.
I was just like, I don't really know what to do, but whatever.
That's hilarious. I love that. That's so funny. I'm going to circle back to when you said that your camp was near DC.
Yeah.
We're going to go on to post-camp travels now.
Okay.
I'm guessing you went to DC because you were so close. Run me through the itinerary of where you went after camp.
Okay, so we did DC while we was at camp. So our camp offered it as like a day trip.
Wow.
Yeah. So that was really fun, and we got to go with like a big group, like your day off group. Yeah. And just like see everything in DC. And then after camp, straight away we went to New York.
Nice. We did too.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of people from camp go to New York because like everyone from our camp went to New York after.
Yes, we did too.
Yeah.
There was so many camps in Manhattan when I think we finished on the 14th of August. Yeah. When did you finish?
11th, I think. Yeah.
We wouldn't have crossed paths. Yeah, but New York, love that.
Yeah, New York. And then I'd look on my snap maps and it was just like everyone from camp.
Yes, it's like a migration, isn't it? You just see everyone like traveling to Manhattan.
Yeah, so funny, and you'd like bump into people when you're like in the streets and stuff. So fun. And then after that we went to San Diego.
Beautiful.
So
oh my
nice.
god.
I really liked it. And then we went up to LA.
Yeah, what did you think?
I really liked LA, but I prefer more like the beach side rather than the city side.
Yes, totally.
And like LA is just crazy. Like it's such a crazy place.
It's if you're not like an influencer.
Yeah.
I don't know how people survive there. It's actually madness. It's huge as well. I didn't expect it to be that big.
Yeah. Like I think because we went to when we were staying in the city part, we went to Santa Monica for the day.
Yes,
and then
we did too.
Like 3 hours on the metro.
Oh my god.
I was like, how long is left? I was like, you know when you just sat there and you're like, come
Even
on.
worse, we got Ubers. Imagine how expensive.
Oh wait, I could not get an Uber. We were like getting the buzz round. You'd have
As
to get like 5 buzzes to go 10 minutes down the road.
Because you can't walk anywhere in LA.
Exactly.
That's the bad thing.
Yeah. But then like after that we went to this beach and it was like quite a quiet beach. It's called Redondo Beach. Like,
oh yes, I do know, yeah.
And we stayed there for a few days and it was just so nice. It was just like such a beach town. Like it wasn't that busy and it was kind of like, okay, we're out of LA. We've done New York, San Diego. Now we're in like calm beach.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, love that.
So, yeah.
And then where did you go after LA?
Phoenix. Yeah.
Oh my god, I've heard horror stories about, well, not horror stories, but Phoenix is hot.
Yeah.
My friend went in August and it was nearly 50 degrees.
Yeah.
Relate?
Yeah. No, so we got the overnight coach from LA to Phoenix. It got there around 5 a.m.
Okay.
So then we get the metro to our hotel.
Yeah.
But we're not checking until like 4. So I was like, and my friend was like, the heat doesn't affect me, and I'm there like, yeah, neither, yeah,
no,
doesn't affect me either. I was like about to cry, like I was like, I can't.
Oh my god.
Yeah, there was like a university up the road, so we like went and sat in the uni, just like with students. Like,
oh my god.
I was like, I can't, like I need AC.
See, this summer I thought was quite hot in terms of like just America in general.
Yeah.
In 2023, it rained like every single day.
Really?
It was so bad weather, but this year it was really nice weather, and then but I couldn't imagine going there and it being that hot. Like camp heat is enough for me. That's too hot.
Yeah, because like whenever you'd like do anything, you'd kind of have to go inside, like after 5 inside. I don't know how people live there.
No.
That was my number one question the whole time I was there. I was like, how do people live here?
Yeah.
But the thing is, everyone there gets up at like 4 a.m. because they know how hot it is. So like when we sat in this coffee place when we got there straight away, and then it was just so busy at like 4.
I don't want that life of getting up at 4 a.m. No, thank you.
And then when they're just like they're like walking around, or like the uni students will be wearing like clothes like jumpers and stuff and like jeans, and I was like, how are you wearing this right now and just casually walking around?
Jeez.
Crazy.
I mean, the hottest I've experienced in America is when I traveled to Vegas.
Yeah.
That's like a desert.
Yeah.
But it's still only like 34 degrees, not 50.
Yeah.
That's intense.
Insane. Like, I just didn't think of how hot it would be before.
I can imagine.
And then, like, you're there and you're like, okay. I was, like, counting down the days till I could, like, leave low-key.
I bet.
Because as much as, like, I loved it and loved, like, seeing everything.
Yeah.
I was just, like, I can't even walk 10 minutes down the road.
No, I bet.
Yeah.
And then did you go home straight after Phoenix, or did you go somewhere else?
We went to Chicago from Phoenix.
Oh, tell me about Chicago.
Chicago was really nice. It was like such cooler weather, which I really liked. But like, you know, when you're like so like used to the heat, where even if it's like a little bit cold, you're like freezing.
Yes.
So we were there like in hoodies in Chicago. Like, it's so cold. It was like 25 degrees.
People don't talk about that enough. I went to Vegas and then San Fran after.
Yeah.
San Fran's beautiful, and it was like you said, 20 something. I was freezing, and I felt like my tan just like left my body.
Yeah.
I was loving it in Vegas, just tanning every day, and then as soon as I went to San Francisco, I just looked like I was back in the UK.
Yeah.
Oh, it was horrendous.
That's kind of how I felt in Chicago. I was like, but I was kind of grateful because obviously like Phoenix so hot, Chicago colder, and I just kind of liked it because it was kind of towards the start of September, I think. So yeah, autumn vibes.
Love
but I love Chicago. Like, it's just like a clean.
I've never been.
So nice. It's so nice.
Would you recommend it then?
Yeah, definitely.
Cool.
One thing that was so weird about it is obviously like Phoenix, LA, San Diego, everywhere you have to kind of get a bus and everything's kind of far apart.
Yeah.
Chicago, everything's like so close.
Love
so we
that.
plan our day with like a bunch of stuff and we'd be like, okay, we'll be busy till like 6, 7. Then we'd be done by like 1.
Oh my god.
And I'd be like, how are we done? Like, we've got like all these things. How have we done all these things? And then we're like, oh wait, like at the last things we were traveling for like an hour to get from place to place. Here we're traveling like 10 minutes, maybe 20.
And then more chill time.
Yeah, exactly.
Anywhere after Chicago?
Nashville.
Oh my god. Nashville, sister. I did it too this year. I love Nashville.
Yeah.
I was really scared that it was just going to be country music and that's it, because I'm not the biggest fan of country.
Yeah.
But I said, you know what, I'm just going to go and enjoy it.
Yeah.
Nashville has something for everyone.
Yeah.
I absolutely love it.
I loved it as well. I
it's
thought it was
so good.
Fun. I love how you can just like sit in a place and get like a drink. Well, I can't drink because I'm not 21.
Yeah.
But there with like my Coke, I guess.
Yeah.
And then just like listen to like the music and stuff.
I'm guessing you went to Broadway then, the big street.
Yeah.
It's iconic, isn't it? It's so good.
So nice, yeah.
And I think like in the South, I think everyone's friendly as well. Like Nashville locals are so nice. I absolutely love them.
Yeah, no, I do think they're really nice. We was only there for 2 days though.
Oh.
So yeah.
We might go again at some point.
Yeah.
When you're 21.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, definitely.
Nice. Have you planned where you think you might go next year?
I really want to do like Boston.
Yeah, a staple.
Like that. I really want like New England area, like
beautiful.
that whole place. I definitely want to say like East.
Yes.
And maybe Miami, like somewhere like that.
I love Miami.
Yeah.
I've done Miami twice now. Both years I went to camp, I went to Miami after because I loved it that much. The first year it was amazing because it was gorge weather. But if you go to Miami and there's a hurricane, like this year when I went.
Oh.
Sis, it's not good. We were stuck in our apartment for 6 days. Like, we could go out, but there was just nothing to do because everywhere had to just, like, evacuate inside. Oh. So I could go to the beach on a night.
Yeah.
But during the day, we literally couldn't do anything because it was, like, hurricane season.
Oh, wow.
So read up the weather before you book your post-camp travels.
I think that happened to my friend. I mean, it wasn't hurricane, but it was, like, raining the whole time they were in Orlando.
Yeah.
Because, like, Florida just can be like that.
I guess. I mean, with Florida, you expect it to, like, rain for 10 minutes really bad, and then it's sun.
Yeah.
But when I went to Miami this year, it was just really bad rain all the time.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God. I can't remember where I went after. Where did I go after Miami? Oh, I went to Vegas, and then that's when it was gorgeous weather, and I was like, thank the Lord. I was like, it's nice weather for once.
Because at the end of camp, actually, we had really bad weather.
Did you? Like, we did too.
Yeah,
we did too.
A week straight, and it was just raining every single day.
Yes,
And we just kept having to just like cancel everything.
Yeah, I had to throw out shoes. Our days off would get cancelled and stuff. The plans, it was ridiculous.
We had tornado watch, which was nice on our phone. I was just there like, I'll check the website.
We did too.
And then it comes up tornado watch. I'm like, to my AmeriCamp, I'm like, what?
Yeah, and they're like, it's totally normal.
She's like, I think it's fine. And then we're supposed to be going for like evening activity in like 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Like, and we're trying to get the kids like ready. And I look outside, I'm like, they'd have to swim to get there. I'm like, they can't.
Oh my God, love that. But yes, definitely go to Miami next year. I would 100% recommend
Miami
it.
seems so good. And Boston as well.
Yes, Miami, Boston, get it planned. Start manifesting. We love that. We love that.
Yeah.
What we're going to go on to now, this is kind of the last little entry that I'm going to ask, is you've done AmeriCamp once now.
Yeah.
Going to do it twice.
Yeah.
Hopefully a third year, who knows?
Yeah, maybe.
For people who are listening who have maybe not even applied yet, but there's like a little seed in the mind of they want to do it, why would you, kind of as a returner now, would you recommend kind of the program?
I think like obviously if you like the kind of person that wants to travel and do things kind of out of your comfort zone, but like you might not be like, oh, I don't just want to get a one-way flight to Australia yet.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like AmeriCamp is just such a good balance of kind of like you go in somewhere, you're going to be in a set place for 2 months, and then if you want, you have the option to travel, and you're with a group of people as well.
Yeah.
Like you're going to meet people there, and I think it just like changes you as a person. Like it grows your confidence so much. Like it just puts you in such a situation that like you would never really be in this country, and like it gives you so many new opportunities. Like you meet so many people from all around the planet.
You do.
My Snap Maps is crazy. And like, you know, like you're all talking like, oh, you need to come visit for a weekend.
Yeah.
And, like I've got friends in Spain that are like, you need to come visit.
Yeah.
America, the Netherlands.
Oh my God.
It's amazing.
So many holidays you can plan.
Exactly. But yeah, it's just the most like insane experience in like the best way possible, because it's just so like it's nothing like England, if that makes sense. Like it's so American but in the best way possible.
Yeah.
And it's just so fun, and like you just really get into it, like if that makes sense.
100%.
Like your brain is just camp, like this is your life.
It is, it takes over your personality in the best way possible.
Yeah, exactly. Like all I can talk about is camp. Even like 4 months later I'm like, oh yeah, at camp we did this.
Yeah, totally.
Exactly. And that's why I just like I love doing like the stuff with the brand ambassadors, because I just get to talk about camp for like an hour straight and stuff. So yeah, it's so fun.
But it's because you're passionate about it, and once you find your passion in this, it's just something that you love, and you can do it forever and ever and ever if you wanted to. I mean, I've done it twice now. Don't think I'll do it a third year, but that's just because I'm getting old and I want to focus on a career. But I know people who've done it like 5-6 years, so 100%, whatever you make of it, you can make it the best. Yeah, and you just grow like such great friendships, and just like you get such a connection with like the place that you go to camp, and like the kids have such a connection with the place as well. So it's just so special that you all like share that connection. Yeah, totally. Oh, thank you, Karis, for that. Thank you. So this was the full podcast, guys. Obviously, Karis has done it for a year. She's doing it again, which is amazing. I want to thank you for coming on the podcast as well. You've been a fantastic guest. I love hearing about all your stories. And I wish you the best of luck for next year as well. It's going to be fantastic. I'm so excited, But if anyone has any questions who is listening or watching, please just message us on any social media. You can email us at info@americamp.co.uk, and yeah, we will happily reply on there. So thank you everyone for watching, and we'll say goodbye for now. Bye.